I look at what's happening in technology right now, and I see it as a great leveler. Right? You look at the kind of integrations that we're doing with these solutions on subscription, where you don't have to host or buy any software, you don't have to buy any hardware. Smaller customers are now able to do world-class, complex, integrated solutions that really was only in the domain of the large enterprise customers a few years ago. So now all of a sudden, it flips the model on its head. Small customers now, small businesses, have the agility of being small. They don't have the overhead and the bureaucracy, but yet they still have access to technology that's just as good as the big guys have. So I think it's a real competitive advantage for allowing smaller companies to actually be competitive with larger companies. They can act like the big guys, right? And yet they don't have the overhead and the complexity and the momentum and the ability to change direction and be opportunistic that the bigger guys don't have. So in some ways, it flips it on its ear and levels the playing field.
That's interesting because, they don't have to have this big cash outlay.
Yeah.
It feels extremely risky.
You look at some of the solutions we build where people are dealing with multiple e-commerce sources, streaming they're dealing with 3PLs, the whole system, the ERP system from SAP, the whole thing is fully automated and fully integrated. And this is a company of 50 people.
Yeah.
And it used to be that what I just described was a multi-million-dollar project for a Fortune 500 company just a few years ago.
Yeah.
So it changes things completely.
Software as a service, where you're just sort of paying something every month, is a lot more affordable than I got to go take out a loan to do this.
Yep.
$150,000 project. Yeah.
And the risk if for some reason your business changes direction, or you don't need this anymore, or whatever, it's a subscription. It's not this big capital outlay that you're paying, depreciating and paying down for the next 5 years. You can walk away from it. So it makes it a lot easier to be a risk taker without betting the farm.
Yeah. I think, you mentioned something there. If you had multiple places, right, that you're doing business, multiple stores, one could be on eBay, one could be on Amazon. I've got something on Shopify. I've got a custom website that we did before. I needed, to handle those 5 separate integrations. Well, now I have them all running through Saltbox.
One place, and I can manage them all from one place. And I don't have to hire, 5 developers and manage a development staff. I can build it on top of a platform. You can work with a company like us to get it initially off the ground and then take ownership yourself, or you can do it all yourself if you're so inclined. It definitely, like I said, it changes the game. It makes those kind of projects were not even doable when the idea was I had to sit down at a code editor and go file new, and what do I do now?
Yeah. And
with these solutions, we're doing a lot of things with things like what we call golden workflows. So we predefine some of the common integration points. So if I'm looking at Shopify going to SAP Business One, we have a predefined template of the most common integrations that are usually in play for sales orders or returns or pricing or item availability. Those are built in. So you just start with a project. You're not starting with a blank slate. You're starting with this is my starting point. I'll just tweak and customize and add the little bits that are unique to my business.
Right.
But I don't have to build something from scratch every time.
Yeah, those connectors, as we call them, have golden workflows within them that are pretty standard, but you can make them bigger, better, or create brand new ones for that matter.
Well, they're a huge head start, right?
Yeah.